I may have gotten a new amp. This is the Roland Jazz Chorus. Now it comes in many models. This is the JC55. The most popular one is the JC120, which is a big one, the mothership. Now the Jazz Chorus is famous for a lot of different things. One being its clean tone, and two being its solid state, and three being its chorus circuit. So let's talk about the solid stateness and what that does for the amp. This is a solid state amp, and what that means is that there is a circuitry inside rather than it being powered by tubes. Most people prefer tube amps over solid state amps. The reason is tube amps are warm and they're dynamic and they're organic, where solid state often has a kind of harsh and metallic vibe to it, or so people think. The whole reason it is solid state is so that it could be clean at very, very loud volumes and not lose that cleanness. You see, in a tube amp, the louder you get, the crunchier it gets. Not in a bad way, and that's what they're famous for. But this was meant to stay clean no matter how loud you pushed it. The second thing this is famous for is this right here, the chorus circuit. So what a chorus is, it's an effect that essentially doubles your guitar sound, and one sound is the dry and one sound is the wet. And the wet is kind of delayed, just slightly, which gives it a modulation kind of sound. It creates a effect that sounds like multiple instruments while also sounding like a Leslie speaker, which I have over here. So what the jazz chorus does is it goes from a solid state preamp into the chorus. And the effect creates like I said, a swirling notion that goes between each speaker. So the signal is literally split between the left and the right speaker. It sounds like this. I am going to be on the fixed setting, which means the low frequency oscillation is preset in the amp. Basically, that means this rate knob right here is set to a certain rate within the amp itself, and there is no control. Now, I'm switching it to manual. This means I can control the rate, and I'm going to show you what it sounds like from slow to fast. Depth is controlling how deep the modulation changes the sound. Pretty funky, right? But it doesn't have to sound that way if I turn the depth Let's talk about the third thing that makes this amp so cool. The distortion circuit. Now, the distortion on this amp is the most controversial aspect of this amp. A lot of people do not like it. They say it sounds shrill. They say it sounds very harsh. What's happening is when you turn up the distortion, it is actually clipping these diodes, pushing power through them around the preamp and making them change the waveform of the sound. So it's basically, if the waveform is a circle, it's clipping it to go into a triangle. This gives it a harshness as it is peaking the sound. A lot of people don't like that, but that doesn't mean it's bad. This just makes it unique, and you can dial in the sound to create something ballsy, something consistent, and something noisy and powerful. Put these three vastly unique characteristics together, and you get one cool amp.